Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Friday SitRep. We're 1 week into the first unofficial start of Red October, which is awesome. So we have the first of our Red October pre-orders, but we'll let Mary talk a little bit more about that in a second. But first things first, we are having our Labor Day sale going all weekend long right now. It'll end on September 8th, which is Tuesday, but code LABOR15 will save you 15% at checkout, and then also in our stores as well. But without further ado, let's head into the design room and hear a little bit more about what we did this week.
I'll see you there.
Okay. All right, so we are here at Mary's desk now because it is BMP3 week, so that is on pre-order right now on brickmania.com. Mary, you kind of went over this a little bit, but we rehashed some of the cool features of this kit for us?
Yeah, of course. So something different from last week is that we added these two machine guns at the front, so we got some brick arms in there now.
Cool.
That also made everything a little bit more stable, which is awesome. And then I guess we're waiting for some printed parts. We're gonna have the wheels printed and some of the hatches have details, so that's great. And overall, this can fit at least 4 little green men in there.
Sweet.
And so you can see like all the hatches are open in the back. You've got some extra room in there. So yeah, and the camo's looking awesome, in my humble opinion.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very excited to see this this complete model. Obviously, it's still in its prototype phase, but is available for pre-order. But I'm also interested in what you have over here. This looks new.
Yeah, so that is the T80. I'm doing the most recent model from like 2017, and this is part of Red October. I'm still finishing it up, still got to put some details on there, but I'm digging this turret. I spent a really long time on this turret trying to get all those details on there. Thank you. And waiting for specific brick arms for up there. Got some working hatches, of course, and yeah, just kind of rolling with it. Still finishing up though.
So there you have it, Brickmaniacs. Even more to get excited with for Red October. Mary, as always, thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, so now here we are at Landon's desk because you got some awesome little green men that you can add on to the BMP pre-order. Yes. So let's take a little closer look at these cool figures.
All right, I'll show you here some of my source imagery along with some progression from previous minifigures. One of my continual struggles is this Digiflora camo, and it's a tough camouflage to represent actually. So here's some actually earlier versions from a couple of years back. I started off. While it captures the pattern really well, it doesn't print very well. So I tried simplifying it. That printed out a little too chunky. This, again, I went smaller again and cut out some colors, but I didn't quite think that captured the look. So now I'm trying, this is my latest version. We'll see how this does. And I have a really rough render of it. The colors are a little bit different than what they'll be in the final version, but it's a nice little approximation. So we'll see how that goes. But what I was basing that off of is
source imagery.
Yeah, so this is a lot of I compiled some source imagery here. And these little green men, they do have this. You can see this digital camouflage here, different versions of it, different wear
You're right,
patterns.
it's there though. If you look close, that's got to be really tough to translate. But
I swear it's not like a pixelated screen. It's actually their camouflage. But these guys got kind of a mean look about them, with their balaclavas and their ulterior motives and whatnot. But I tried capturing that, so you can see this balaclava here. Transferring back over here, I have my working file. Trying to simulate that kind of texture
of the cloth.
Yeah, it's maybe it's been through the laundry a few times, and, pilling up a little bit. Another thing I noticed when I was doing some research with this would be this bayonet, the AKM 59 bayonet, according to my notes here, and just sort of going through source imagery and sort of seeing where and how they're wearing it, and pretty dang common to see them in their uniforms tucked in somewhere. And then just some more camouflage breakdowns, seeing different equipment. Got that nice Flora, the old school Flora camouflage helmet on this guy. So we'll see exactly what makes it into the final figure. But
very, very exciting. You can add up to 4 along with your BMP pre-order. The little green men. Landon, thanks for joining me.
thank you.
Okay, Brickmaniacs, so the people have spoken, and now Dan has to build a giant jet. How you feeling, Dan?
A little intimidated. I don't have that much time. We're talking about going into production in just a couple of weeks on this thing. So this is a big airplane. Of course, Cold War origins. This is like the Russian equivalent of the F-15, sort of a air superiority fighter, twin engine, Mach 2 plus capable fighter jet. Still use them today. It's still the top of the line fighter used by by Russia and of course Ukraine and other former Soviet Union countries, I guess, and plus other countries around the world. I mean, this thing's exported to Indonesia, exported to, I believe Pakistan flies these too, and the Chinese have made their own versions of it, that kind of thing. So it's an international fighter. It's the first time I've done a super modern Russian fighter. It'll be fun to do. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, a little look behind the scenes here at the beginning of the design process. Even more to get excited for Red October. Dan, thanks for showing me around.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, those are fun. I'm having fun with those. Those are a blast. I really like checking into the design room. It's fun to hear from Mary and Dan and his cabana.
Yeah, exactly. It's that's kind of where all the creative energy happens. So it's cool checking in.
Yeah, which that umbrella gives everything a real Friday feel as well. So, and just the way everything's spaced out in there. Obviously still in the era of social distancing, but it's a wonderful place. All right, so it is Kiowa week as well. I think there are still some of these online, but this is the official new release, so these will be shipping. Thankfully, they're not track links related, so they should have no issue getting out the door, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
You got some cool minifigures.
Two minifigures with that.
Yeah, you want to chat about these real quick?
Chat about these. These are actually some of my favorite minifigures I've designed in a while. I'm liking this vest. I actually went out online and tracked down the makers of this thing and just got a little bit more source information on them. But it looks to me that they're kind of exclusive to these Army helicopter pilots, right? That's the Army. So that's kind of cool. There's a little survival knife throwback there. It's a cool figure with that OCP pattern underneath.
I know a lot of people have been asking for the return to the Little Bird, and obviously that's one of those modern kits that falls into the licensing category, but this is one that we are able to make that I think, it's got a really tactical, is that an adjective? Can you use tactical to describe something? It's got a really tactical look to it, you know what I mean? It looks like it's gonna swoop out of the night sky and do something freaking awesome, So it's just got a really cool design. We will have the designer's desk for this up as soon as possible, but it is one of those videos that also has to be approved by Bell, so we will put that up as soon as we are able to. Okay, so moving on from there, we did talk a little bit with Mary about the BMP, but this thing is pretty sweet, the BMP3, and there's gonna be a really cool addition with it. So the pre-order that is available right now, you'll notice you can add up to 4 of the Little Green Men, which is a really popular figure from way back when that's gotten a little update.
Yeah, a little update. I've been continually working with that camouflage pattern. It's a really fine digital pixel camo, and I thought previous versions were maybe, it's been kind of a balancing act, but hopefully I've dialed it in a bit on this version. And then there's some other new details that you'll have to wait and see.
So without giving too much away, has that been a fairly difficult transition into minifigure scale and size to take a camo that's that detailed?
It's already in real life that camouflage pattern. When you step back from 15 feet, you barely see the pixels anymore.
Oh, okay.
On the
Even
camo.
in real life, yeah, sure.
So it's how big do you want to represent the pixels on a small pixel form? Kind of trippy.
Totally fair. Well, regardless of which, a cool update from a popular figure that you can pair with your BMP3, and this is quite the cool kit. Got a lot of awesome features on it.
Well, especially that camouflage. It's really it's some nice subtle pieces to kind of connect those different lines of camouflage patterns. So I thought Mary did a really good job on that.
Yes, and I believe it is, so the reason we went with 4 is because there's 2 hatches on there that you can fit people in, and then pretty comfortably this back portion opens up for some interior access, and you can fit additional figures in there as well. Depending on what we have leftover wise afterwards, we will put the remaining batch of the Little Green Men up for standalone sale, but we have enough, I think, right now for 4 with each BMP, so we're going to open it up to the people ordering the kits first, and then whatever's left over we'll toss online. So stay tuned for more of that. We also have a new sticker pack, which is awesome. It's been a while since we've had any uniforms.
Yeah.
This is a highly requested uniform.
I mean, I guess we're trying to stay caught up with other designs. We've increased the amount of printed artwork on kits, and so this is kind of nice that every once in a while I'll get back and do some sticker packs. So.
Yeah, right. And it's definitely something that increases the feasibility of large mocks. So that's something that people are excited for. But yeah, this is one that I think we've seen in the request queue plenty, and so one that we were glad to push through. We'll see how that continues, but we got to get more of those crate packs back in stock.
Yeah.
Those things are so popular, and we have so many ideas for more crates: apocalyptic crates, World War I crates, Boston Tea Party crates.
That's a lot of
Crates from
ideas.
my garage? No, that's not that
The
one.
Dylan's
actually.
garage
It'll be
crates.
Landon's garage crates with some palette artwork.
Why
in
do you
there
have
as well.
2 pallets of Fun Dip?
Wow, Fun Dip's excellent. Wait, does it have
Hey,
the sticks?
you
or
know
is it
what?
just the powder?
You're really defensive. You snap at you. You're cool. You caught it. You caught it.
Okay, so moving on from there, once again, that sale does run 9/2, so it started on Wednesday and then runs through Tuesday of next week. 15% off. Remember, Plank owners, you get an extra 5%, so really it's like a nice long Mad Minute sale for you guys, which is awesome. So take advantage of that. And then also in our retail stores on actual Labor Day, which is Monday the 7th, if you show your union card, you will get an additional 5% on top of our already existing sale. So that will be like a Mad Minute in retail stores if you are a union member, so that is cool as well. There's a track links update on our blog. We've been doing our best to stay on top of it. Really, the situation right now is that we're getting track links in at maybe not an ideal rate, but they're at least arriving.
You're still showing up.
And so you'll
Given
kind
the
of see the breakdown.
circumstances,
Yeah, right.
it's kind of understandable.
Well, and this is the first thing, obviously, you know, that it hasn't been something that where we order bricks. This is an actual production thing, so it's been trying, but we're making sure that we're getting them stuff shipped out. Those pre-orders are moving. We're getting more stuff in. Thank you for your patience, those of you who are pre-ordered, and also thank you for your patience, those of you who are waiting for standalone track links. We are hoping to be in a situation where once we are through this time of delays and things not getting in quite when we expect them to be, we'll be flush with tracks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which will be a good feeling to have again. So, and we're looking forward to having those back on brickmania.com. Other than that, remember that our mock contest ends on November 11th. I know there's been a couple of concerns about people who have been like, "Oh, follow the Berlin Wall, dude. You know, does my mock qualify? Whatever." I've not seen any mocks that have been submitted so far that I would consider disqualified.
Ooh.
Also, we're not jerks, so we don't really disqualify many things. If it's within the Cold War era and has something circling around the conflict in Berlin, you're good.
But you got a lot of time to work on this, so you know.
Well, yes, the quality of the mocks does, but you know, your mock quality doesn't get you disqualified. It just doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win.
You can do it. I believe in you.
So, and remember, the prize for that will be something out of our January 2021 lineup, which is Vietnam themed. So that will be super fun. Anything else you would like to add?
I think you covered everything.
Okay, awesome. Well, good. I do go down my little list, don't I? All right, that'll do it for our Friday sit rep. Stay tuned. We'll check in with you again on Monday.